Hello, everybody. Welcome to our online classes on Pedagogy 3000 or Education 3000. I am Noini Paimal, and today we see a beautiful subject. We will see the red petal of the Seven Petal Schools proposal. And I really like the red petal because it will complete our cycle. Let's say what we learn in the yellow petal or what we do in the green petal, we can practically do it. It's about to do, it's about to be able to have a project or to have an idea or to have a vision or to have some amazing ideas, and we can do it in the red petal, the petal of the to do the workshop and on to be able to concrete in the material world someday. And it's beautiful. It gives a lot of self-esteem too, and you feel useful. You feel, oh, look, I can do it. Look, I made this, I made that. Look, teacher, look, mom, look, dad. And that you can see this joy of doing something. And it is therapeutic, and it's pedagogical as well. Very pedagogical, actually. Actually, neuroscience said everything you learn is through experience. So we have to do it, and then the learning process is complete, and we have more neurons, and we have lateral thinking because we have to find solution. How I'm going to do this and hang that and do that, and if usually it requires a team because you have to ask an expert how to do that, and you ask your peers about how they will do this, and we need several people, several person to finish it. Maybe it can be a long project like to build a house. So interesting. Let's see the PowerPoint. Here we have the Seven Petal Schools again. Remember, again, we have the blue petal. It's about physical exercise. We have the yellow petal. It's cognitive approach, area, and concern, and it's contextualized and it articulate all together. Then we have the pink petal. It's about peace culture and social science and emotional intelligence. Then we have the white petal, art, and express ourselves. Green, ecology, a new kind of energy, source of energy. And red, which is today, is about to do, hands-on. And the violet, inner growth. So let's go to the red petal, hands-on, applied, science, and community service. It's all linked together. Here we can see the benefit of hands-on activities. As I told you, it has many benefits, actually. First, self-esteem, you feel good, you know how to do it. You feel useful, you see? And you feel secure about the future. It's like, oh, whatever happened in the future, I can handle the situation. I can build a house. I can set the electricity. I can repair my shower or washing machine. So you don't have the fear of the future. See, and this is so beautiful. And this is something really the kids and the young people, they really appreciate that. We can find your vocation. Usually when you do something, you find where you are, what you like to do, what your good points, your talent, your skill. And one day I visit a Kilpatrick school in Ecuador, and that was beautiful. The young people, they would spend 1 week in an enterprise or in a hospital or according to what they want to see and experiment and see if they like it. And it was so rich. It was such a beautiful experience. And they can know what they don't like. For instance, one young person, she wanted to be a doctor. So she went to the hospital for 1 week, and then she realized she can't even stand or see one drop of blood. So she thought maybe it's not my right vocation. So they know before, you know, and they can decide what they want to do with a better knowing, full knowing approach. Community service is involved. Multiple intelligence, of course, are involved. The hands-on activities will develop lateral thinking. You have to find solution. And team building, because usually you need a team, or we are several persons when we do a project. Interpersonal intelligence is right here, and neuroeducation on the base that if you want to learn something, is to experience. And it all fits together, see? And it's a very important petal. You know, before, it was like 50 years ago, or my time, it was a trend. I mean, I remember we had workshop, and in many countries they were included in the curricula or syllabus. And then kind of dropped. We kind of dropped that, and it's very important. Really, it's a missing leg, and we have to reincorporate that for everybody at all ages. Now here we can see the picture. The lady is cooking. So remember the green petal. We were learning how to have new kind of energy, and then the white petal you can do the red petal, we can do it. Sorry, I had the red scarf today. And cooking is part of this petal too. Cooking is love, it's social, it's multicultural as well. And it's all the topics together from math to physics and social science. Here we can see how they use the tools, learn how to use the tools, to do mechanics, how to build a house. Here they are doing the roof again, all together, how to weave. And it can be alone, or it can be in a team, as I told you. It's about to do. So and to be, we can, well, they like to do robotics for sure, and to be a carpenter. I like better to be than to do. To be a carpenter, to be an electrical technician, to be a potter, to be a weaver, to be a builder, to be a chef, to be a mechanic. Here we can see carpentry. Carpentry is so interesting. Actually, I visit democratic school. It was primary and secondary, and they had full-time a carpentry workshop all the time working. So when they wanted to do their carpentry, they could go anytime and do their project. Or when they were tired of thinking or do something, a project, they could go to the carpentry. They had carpentry workshop and music workshop open all the time. And I thought it was fabulous. As well, it would be nice to have a workshop only for repairing. Like you can repair your bike, you can repair your skateboard. And you can see the picture. This is when they do the bicycle made out of bamboo. We saw that in the previous video in the green petal. It's done in the green school in Bali, and that's really nice. I have a small video. Let's see if I do it from here. Yeah, I have a video. It's in Spanish, but I will quickly translate. When I was a child, I liked to use the tools, but my father didn't like that. No way to use it, so I had to use it hidden from him. Like, of course, chisel and all that, and sometimes they are dangerous. So, but when we get away from the fear and we let them doing, the kids, they have a great sensitivity, and when you show them how to do it, they do it and they open up, and then they say, oh yes, I need this and that, and then they do all the steps of the carpentry. When I started as a history teacher, and during my job, I saw that the kids, they need much more things, and more than knowledge, they need knowledge with the experience that starts from experience. And then meanwhile, I studied neuroscience, and I realized a tremendous link with development of the brain and the manual activity, the hands-on activity. And motrice, or the movement, the development of the movement is very important with the cognitive part. And then I thought, oh yeah, carpentry would have as also. So what I had to do when I start, we start with the children and we observe them. And then Ricardo invited me to participate to a workshop with the children, with the kids, and I had to show them carpentry, and I shared with them, and it was my job. So I was born here, and I was raised here, and I could give them something, and then I learned from them as well. We are hand by hand. And then we observe all the children they have, each one of them, and when they were choosing what they wanted to do, and according to their rhythm, according to their age as well. Then each toys that they do, it's a whole cycle that normally you do in carpentry. So they say they have to choose the wood and then how to use it and then to polish, and then they do all the steps. I had an image. This image is when the kids go outside to try their toys, the toys that are just made. Then the other kids say, "Oh, this is so nice. Can I have your toy?" And the other one say, "Oh, yes, it's mine. Yes, yes, you can have it." And they realize they can do it, and it's cool. And we have to believe in the kids, to know the kids, they believe in themselves and trust they can do it. And the rest will fall by itself. So it's so nice, you see, when the kid, they can do something to the end. That's the dopamine, that's the serotonin, that's the endorphin, that's the oxytocin. And the satisfaction is there. And the learning is very profound. The learning process is so great. Pottery is definitely, you can see on the image, is something they really like. Plus it's therapy. It's pedagogical, but it's well as therapy. Because you touch the clay, you touch earth, it's such a connection. It's something they really like. But they get dirty, which is great. And then it's useful because then you can have your pot, you can have what you do, you can give it as a gift, you can bring it home, you can have it cooked, or you can eat raw, and then you can do many things. You can do it on a tour, the round things that rotate, or you can do it like that. I mean, there is so many techniques, and this definitely should be part of the curricula or syllabus. Fashion designer, I love this one. They love to do their own clothes, especially young people. So you can have like a bunch of used clothes, for instance, and then you can do your own clothes. Like with 2 shirts, you make one, and it's wonderful and it's cool. Then you can know how to sew, of course. Boys and girls the same. They can do many design, and then they can do a fashion show, and they love it. And then they can do the hair too, the makeup. They can do for theater, they can do all the outfits, and so on. Here in the picture, we can see robotics. Robotics is between the yellow petal and the red petal, and they love it. I saw in China schools, they started robotics at the age of 3 and 4, and in Japan as well. And they are so bright, and it will mix math, physics, engineer, mechanics, electronics, computing, artificial intelligence, control intelligence, creativity, and there is some fascination here. It's the best way to learn math and physics, actually. And here we can see holo service or community service. This is a nice concept that's embedded in the red petal. It's like if you have a talent, if you have an ability, and Dr. Shishida from Japan always used to say that if you have a talent, it's not only for your own benefits, it's to give to the communities, to give to societies, to help humanity and really help the planet with that. And it's so beautiful because everything will make sense. Oh, I'm useful, I have a talent, I give something and I fulfill myself. And this is where, from my point of view, is where everything will just fit together. That's why I really like the red petal. And it will open many possibilities, and open active citizen, and open a new leadership, and open a new society with solidarity. It will open a new fair economy. Fair economy is part of this petal too. You can do project and see if it is fair economically, if socially it's okay, if it's ecologic too. When you do a product, and you can do a whole product inside this. Entrepreneur is part of the red petal. So this red petal really, it's a must in any kind of education, from very little to all ages, actually, to my age or more elders, kind of. And it's linked with feeling useful, feeling fulfilled, feeling we connect all the knowledge with something that's helping everybody and something useful, and you feel like you accomplish something. So next video is going to be about the violet petal. There is a lot of questions about the violet petal because it's inner growing, and how do we do that? Okay, see you at the next video. Take care. Bye bye.